I've been a Christian since I was 7. But I've been torn up all weekend over this passage. It has moved me in fresh ways. I had not stopped thinking about God as love. I had not stopped thinking about God as our Father. But I had the privilege of spending hours soaking in this. And I have been freshly moved over what we have. And I just want you to get it. I want you to know it. Oh, I've been praying for people to come home. I've been praying for him to take some lambs and put them on his shoulder and bring them home. I've been praying for him to find that lost coin and bring him home. I've been praying for that son or daughter that thought, I can never go back. I don't know what reception I would receive. Maybe I'll be politely left outside. Maybe brought in the house, but at the children's table, not the big table. You guys, come home to God the Father. He's already looking for you and longing for you. And he wants to love you in personal and passionate ways. That's our God. That's what Jesus wanted you to know. And he knew we would never figure this out on our own. And you might not appreciate this unless you understand that in that culture, respected older noblemen did not run. It's not like they rarely ran. No, never. Women ran. Children ran, servants ran. Noblemen did not run. It was considered to be on the level of a servant. But the father ran. Oh, listen to me. His feet were running because his heart was longing for his son. When your heart's already longing, your feet start running. Running. Oh, and when he gets to him, right? Imagine the son seeing this speck coming, getting closer and closer and closer with his garments pulled up. Probably never seen his father like this. That can't be my dad. That can't be my dad running. And there's a herd of servants behind him because the father didn't declare what he's doing. He just took off running. And it's the job of the servants to run with him because he may need something. And they're thinking, what is he doing? What is he doing? The son sees him coming with his garments girded. He sees his bare legs. That was shameful in that culture. And the father doesn't care. And as he runs with this herd of servants, people in the village begin to join in. There is a massive crowd coming towards this son, being led by the father in the most undignified, shameful way. But the son's wondering, is he running like this because he can't wait to tell me what he thinks of me? He doesn't just come to a screeching halt in front of him and wait for an apology. He doesn't spit out, son, you got something you want to say to me? What you see next is just as shocking. Look at the rest of verse 20. He ran and embraced him and kissed him. Oh, if that's not extravagant love, I don't know what is. He hasn't heard him say anything. He wraps his arms around him, pulls him in, falls on his filthy neck, right? He's not even cleaned up yet. And begins to kiss him, get this, over and over and over. You say, Brad, how do you know that? The Greek verb there is in the continual, ongoing tense. A better translation would be, he smothered him with kisses. You ever seen one of those moments where the person being embraced and kissed is ready to be done and they're starting to pull away? This is awkward. They're not letting me pull away. The father wouldn't let him pull away. He kisses him over and oh. So this was not, I know you know in that culture, oh, they greeted each other with a peck on each cheek. That's not what, it's passionately, fervently, tenderly, over and over and over. And you need to realize also, it's very possible, this is my conjecture, but it's very possible, there were 2 reasons he took off running like it was an Olympic event. His heart had never stopped looking and longing for his son. But you guys, secondly, do you realize in that shame and honor culture, he wanted to get to his son first before people began to abuse him. That's our Father. He steps in the way. Our God steps in the way of what we should receive. In that culture, the father would have received word that the son has come home and would not have even come out to the house or seen him. He would have left him sitting in the city gate for 3 days at least to be mocked, scorned, and even spit on for what he had done. That's the only way a nobleman could come out, and then, and only then, they would have made arrangements for how you can pay me back for everything you did. He would have been held at arm's length. He ran because his heart was longing for his son, and he wanted to get there first. And notice, he meant for this to happen publicly. So that this could have happened inside the house. This could have happened on the porch. It happened outside the city with crowds so that he could put on display publicly. I don't know what you think about my son. I don't know your intentions of what you think, how you're going to treat him, but here's how I'm going to treat him, and you better take your cues from me. This is my son who's come home. This is how you treat him.